A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media bringing you another, kind of book review. We are delving back into Batman No Man's Land with the next kind of mini story arc involving Batman and the Penguin. We're getting a little bit more kind of information as to what exactly is happening in Gotham with the various gangs and the Gotham City Police Department and so on. There's going to be spoilers, just fucking deal with it. But here is the next episode of... So the next storyline in No Man's Land is called Bread and Circuses. We have Batman coming down and attacking some gang members, but kind of lamenting the fact that no matter how hard he tries to fight these gang members, they're always popping up because nobody fears him anymore because he hasn't been around. So he retags the wall where the gang members kind of have tagged over his one and tosses them aside. At this point, the Gotham City PD are moving into a new territory. There are two rival gangs fighting and they can't get a foothold. The GCPD get pushed back, take some casualties, pardon me, and the cops are now starting to kind of question whether or not this is the right thing to do. Should we be more heavy-handed? And Commissioner Gordon is starting to lose a little bit of faith. At the same time, the Penguin is holding his kind of kingdom where the people come, and a couple has come to him to trade as they want to do these days. But the battery that they have come to trade is out of power. The Penguin basically tells them, "Are you trying to rob me?" They're like, "No, it was a mistake." And he says, "Well, there is a way that you can make it up to me." And at this point, we have the Oracle's spy in the Penguin's organization calling her, saying something big is about to go down. Now we have Commissioner Gordon talking to an unseen person. We don't know who this person is, but he is basically making a deal with the devil here. And it's his way of trying to get back those regions that were taken by the gang. Oracle is in contact with Batman. Batman, of course, has Batgirl with him now. And Batman is saying, "Listen, I need something that's going to have a lot of people so that when I make my appearance and beat the shit out of everyone, it's going to make a fucking impact." And Oracle is like, "I've got just the place for you." Batgirl wants to go with him. Batman says, "No, you stay here." We have back at the Penguin's headquarters, we find out that the Penguin is staging like death matches, and he has his kind of bruiser, his crusher guy, and the people who he feels robbed him because of the no charge in the battery. He's saying, "If you can last 12 rounds with this guy, all debts are cleared." And at this point, Batman drops in to the arena. And that is where the first part of Bread and Circuses ends. We move into part 2, which is the conclusion. Everyone is watching this kind of showdown. Batman, being Batman, immediately breaks the Penguin's nose and is about to destroy the Penguin when the Penguin kind of makes him a deal and says, "If you fight this guy, then all their debts are paid. But you've got to fight everyone. Now, this is a ruse on the part of the Penguin. The Penguin actually gets people to place bets, and he believes that all of his guys are going to beat Batman, and so the odds against Batman are really, really high. This is just a way for Penguin to kind of control the flow of goods in his area, and Batman accepts. Commissioner Gordon gets ready for another kind of raid on the gang members. At this point, Batman is fighting. He's taking out like the Bruiser guy, and the Penguin is kind of pleased about this, because he's basically saying that Batman is just bringing him more revenue, giving him more power in Gotham City. Oracle realizes that something big is kind of going down. At this point, Batgirl is watching all of the crowds being drawn to Penguin's area. The GCPD go to where the gangs were fighting and find them all massacred, completely and utterly dead. Gordon realizes that he has in fact made a deal with the devil now, but in this situation, what are you going to do? How are you going to choose it? Batman gets a hug from a big-breasted woman. I have no idea. He promptly defeats her, and he basically defeats everyone while the Penguin gloats that this was his plan all along. Commissioner Gordon, racked with guilt over what has happened to these gangs, he effectively caused the death of these people. And if you know anything about Commissioner Gordon's character, you will know that that's going to weigh very heavily on him. He gets a note saying justice has been served. They were the first of many. A very cryptic note, but is it possible that we're dealing with maybe Two-Face, who was a district attorney? I don't know. At this point, I honestly have no idea. The Penguin realizes that the odds against Batman are shifting drastically, and that Penguin is actually going to lose money or lose power here. So he accuses Batman of cheating, saying that these are death sports and Batman hasn't been killing any of his opponents, therefore he has cheated the audience. The audience start to turn on him at this point, realizing that all of the bets they made are now forfeit. Penguin is not going to pay up. Batman basically offers to protect Penguin in exchange for any information and things like that that come through his area of no man's land. Penguin agrees. Batman manages to disperse the crowd, and Penguin kind of flips his shit at this point. Batgirl, who has been watching this, kind of doesn't like how things turned out. But Batman kind of doesn't really care. And that is the end of the Bread and Circuses storyline for Batman No Man's Land. Now, the next story arc involves Black Mask, which I will get into in the next video. Black Mask, of course, Roman Sionis, is one of the less popular Batman villains. He was immortalized in the Harley Quinn film, played by Ewan McGregor. A lot of people shit on that movie. The fact that Black Mask is in it, I I'm happy with that. But a very interesting character nonetheless, and one that I think is very underutilized in the Batman comic books. Of course, we are talking about a storyline from way back in the day, so there you go. I'm going to end the video here. That was Bread and Circuses. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Please go out and check our Plaguelands Media Kickstarter. There will be a link in the description below for you to do that. But most importantly, stay safe, have a fantastic rest of your day, and read a fucking book, people.